everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. So we have finally made it back from our trip, which was so much fun. John and I don't usually get away like that very often, so when we get away like that, especially for 4 days, we don't usually leave town for 4 days because it's so hard when you have farm animals to, just up and leave. Plus we have some puppies and things like that. It's hard. Plus I stress out over the garden, and it takes me a while to get into the groove of vacation. So yeah, it was so much fun. Met so many fun people, and I love it. So it's funny, John and I were talking, and I was like, oh, I wish they had it every year. I wish we had this event every year so we could go and hang out with everyone that we met. And then and then we started talking like, oh, when we're gonna get the notchback window and how we're gonna find it. And now I know why they have it every 3 years, because it's gonna take us a while to find some of these parts and find some things that that we lost, like the hubcap. There's a few little clips like in the inside that for the door panel that popped off, so we gotta replace those. Yeah, just little minor things, but the notchback window is the main thing that we need to fix, and the brake line. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, we got to get the brake line fixed. John knows what I'm talking about. He knows what he did. And so yeah, we got to get that done. What else? She had an oil leak. We had to figure out that. The timing's off. We got to get that taken care of. Yeah, so just minor things. I understand why they have it every 3 years. Totally understandable. But we have been back. Let's see, we just got back the other day. We finally, unpacked, unloaded, cleaned up everything, and we're back to it. So John is back to doing some bids, and I'm out here in the garden. And I've already been out here early I don't know why I don't just grab the camera early in the morning when I'm out here before the sun comes up and start doing a vlog then. I have to get used to that. Usually I come out here and I just get into work mode and I just start working, and I forget all about putting up the camera to show you what I'm doing, because it's good stuff. Let's see. So since we've been back, all the animals are good. Everyone's still alive. Nothing is dead. All the plants are still thriving. But we have so many things. Cherry tomatoes. I picked a 2-gallon bucket of cherry tomatoes yesterday. We have a ton of beans. Zucchini is popping up. I have the potatoes that we planted are popping up. All the seeds that we started in those 2 garden beds have all came up. The ranunculus are growing. I didn't know the ranunculus grows in the wintertime, but I guess they do, so who knows. But those are popping up, so that's super exciting. What else? The puppies are getting so much bigger. Mira, I don't even bother, our Great Pyrenees, I don't even bother trying to keep her out of the garden, because she could literally just walk right over the fence. There's no sense in telling her to get out, because she'll just come in. I'm sure she's been in the garden while I was gone many times, because it looks very natural for her just to walk over the fence like that. And she's done it when I'm not even in the garden, so that's how I know that she's doing it. What else? Pomegranates are coming in the pomegranate area, and I want to tackle one of the tasks that I said I was going to do, which is amend some of the garden beds. So I have this garden bed behind me. This is the garden bed that we had some Armenian cucumber, homemade pickling cucumber, a bunch of things. And my goal is to amend this bed and amend another bed. This bed is not as bad as the other bed, so it's going to take me a little while. So yeah, so my goal is to amend this garden bed and take down the makeshift shade doohickey that I have over the eggplants. I'm going to take that down, and just some cleanup, maybe harvest some beans, and that's pretty much it. So I thought I'd just take you along with me and do this little garden cleanup, and go from there. And then I'm going to show you the little ranunculus that are popping up, some of the seeds that are popping up. But let's see how far we get first before I make those promises on how far I get with this garden bed, because there's so many weeds. And my nemesis, those are my nemesis. So that word's a tongue twister for me, so I have to think it out when I say it, nemesis. All right, so let's get started. Yeah. I forgot to mention what kind of tools I am going to use. So my goal is to use this this rake right here, and my hula hoe. This one's my favorite. It just strips down the weeds completely. So that's my goal, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a fast process. So let's just pop in some music and let's get started. All right, so it is the next day. I did not realize when I was amending the garden beds that my battery died. I had no idea until I was completely done with the tasks. And then, yeah, but I did not plant anything. So I did save that. So I did not plant anything. So what we were going to be planting, so I amended the garden beds, and what I ended up doing was I topped it off with some mushroom compost. I added in some bone meal, blood meal, and bat guano, and then I mixed it in, and then I made these little trenches. See that? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be planting garlic. So this is some homegrown garlic that I planted last year. I separated all of it, and what we're going to do is we're just going to plant it just like that. So the little pointy side is going to be popping up, and we're just going to do is however much we have in here. I do have a couple more cloves that if I don't fill up this garden bed, I am gonna put some more cloves in. Then in another garden bed, the one with that makeshift shade cloth, which, man, I could really use some shade cloth right now. It's kind of hot. I thought today was supposed to be in the low 80s, but it feels super hot right now. Probably because I'm just baking in the sun right now. That's probably why. But in the garden bed with the eggplant, sorry, I gotta shade this, I am going to put some garlic in there along with some spinach. So what I did was I went on to Google, and I Googled companion plants, I guess things that you could plant together in the garden, because I did not realize that there are certain things that you cannot plant together in the garden. Certain vegetables. I did not know this. So what you do is you type in companion planting for vegetables, or however way you want to label it, and it'll just give you a list of all the things you can plant, companion plant. So I should make a copy of this and put it in my little binder, so that way I can have a note of this, you know, like a solid paper note of it, just in case, you know, you never know, internet might go out, who knows. That way I have a list of things. But I know that you can plant spinach and garlic together along with eggplant. You could do all those things together. So my goal is I have the eggplant growing right now, and it is going to start producing quite a bit. And then let me move this little tree here and give myself some shade, because it's hot. Wait 1 minute. Ugh. I don't have my microphones with me today. I don't know where they're at. We took them on the trip, and I think they're still in the Volkswagen. I haven't taken them out yet. Probably. I think that's where they're at. So what was I saying about the eggplant? So what I'm going to do is, where the eggplant's at, I'm going to, there we go. Where the eggplant is at, I'm going to put some garlic and some spinach in with the eggplant, because you can plant all those things together. And then eventually, I'm starting to get a bunch of tomatoes, which is awesome because I did plant my tomatoes a few weeks late, just because the weather was so cold. So now my tomato production is really coming in. I'm so excited because I was kind of bummed out. I was thinking, shoot, I'm not going to get any tomatoes because I planted them late. But no, they're coming in. I hope they're delicious though. Usually the summer tomatoes are sweeter, but I hope these are just as good because, you know, I waited so long. But they're doing good, and the weather is cooling down like in the 80s, but today doesn't feel like it. So let's just get started so I don't have to be out in the sun for very much longer. And pop in this garlic. So we're going to do garlic, and we're going to do spinach. Oh, and I also have some of this lettuce. I think I'm going to pop in the lettuce with this lettuce in with the eggplant. And then I have some hollyhocks here that I want to start, and it says that you could start them from September. Oh my God, you guys, I'm getting to the age where I have to wear glasses. Bear with me. I wish they would make it bigger. September through May, so we could still plant hollyhocks. So I'm gonna do that. Now I know the hollyhocks get pretty big, so I'm thinking about, and it's 100 days, so I'm thinking about planting them somewhere where I water a lot so I don't forget them. Probably, I don't know. I've never planted hollyhocks before. So in open ground, well exposed after the danger of frost has passed. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna throw some seeds around, see what happens. And then I have that spinach, and this one's by Botanical Interest. These are things I just picked up from the local hardware store and the nursery and stuff. This one is some Fairy Moore's Poppy Icelandic mix. I want to do this one. I think that this would be so pretty in the garden bed, so I'm just going to sprinkle them around in there because I just want that beautiful, whimsical, English type garden, you know, where when you walk around it, it's just like a hidden garden inside. It's so beautiful. So that is what I'm doing. The guys are coming home now, so they're all parking their trucks. So let's just get started on this planting. Okay, I had to go in and grab some more garlic. So over here in this garden bed, this is where we have our eggplant. We have some beautiful eggplant coming in. And so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with some garlic and some of this matador spinach. In the other garden bed, we put this, is it this one? Yeah, this Lake Valley. We put this Lake Valley seed company in there. And so this one is going to be by botanical interest, and this is going to be the Matador spinach. Along with, I'm going to sprinkle in there some of this lettuce, little gem. So I'm going to put that in there as well. All right, so that's what we have going for this garden bed, and then we're going to get it all watered in. Oh, let me show you what I amended the garden beds with. I amended them with this blood meal right here, this bat guano, along with this bone meal. Mira, no, stay there. We have Mira over here. Let me show you. Oh, so she's back down now. You see that? You see that? She's over there trying to figure out how to get into the garden bed. Look at her. There she goes. I can't even keep her out of the garden, you guys. Look at her. You see that? I can't even keep her out. She thinks I didn't see her, but I did. Mira. Mira. Yep. She knows. Once they can get in, I heard that there's no way for them to be able to, you can't teach them. Look at this. I mean, she's super cute. So that is what I amended the garden bed with. And so now we're going to go ahead and plant our spinach, garlic, and spinach and lettuce. I do have those hollyhocks and those poppies. And I'm thinking, I've been thinking about it. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to use my little drill, and I'm going to go around the garden area of where I want to plant these hollyhocks and these poppies. And I'm going to drill little areas and put some soil, some potting soil in there, and then pop the seeds in there to give them a fighting chance. That is going to be my goals, to really give this place, some color all year round. I want color all year round in the garden. And last year I planted a bunch of alyssum and lobelia and marigolds, and I did not have those hornworms. And I don't know why I didn't plant any alyssum, but I went and I did some research, and alyssum attracts a particular bug that will lay eggs on the hornworms, and that's what kills them. It's pretty disgusting, but I didn't have any hornworms last year. So the only thing I did different was not plant any alyssum or marigolds. So I don't know why. I just didn't. But yeah, let's just get started popping in this garlic and then doing the spinach, and then we're going to call it a day and be done with, and I'll show you what I accomplished today. And then I also have a couple garden beds that I still need to pull out those strawberries and amend them. But the one garden bed that we have a bunch of strawberries in, there is a bunch of voles living in that one. So I definitely need to, take care of that one. But let's just get started on this one. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we are done planting this garlic and the spinach and the lettuce, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to see how everything's gonna turn out. And my goal is, I didn't really make any holes for the lettuce and spinach. What I did was I just sprinkled it over the top, because the spinach seeds and lettuce seeds are pretty, the spinach seed is not as small as the lettuce seed, but the lettuce seed is pretty tiny. So my goal is to just have a sea of lettuce. And then the garlic is gonna come in probably early summer. So we'll have plenty of time for the spinach to come in and for us to harvest from it. And they do garlic and spinach and lettuce. Those are all cool season plants, so they can tolerate a little bit of frost depending on your zone. But that is pretty much it. So that is what we have going today, was amending the garden beds. Oh, let me show you the ranunculus. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe the ranunculus is coming up. But let me show you how those are doing. I'm always afraid of leaving the dogs in here because I'm afraid they're going to, you know, get into the garden beds that I just planted in. So many things are growing. You guys, I have to give you a garden vlog because so many things are happening in the garden. Over here in this garden bed, we have some turnips. Do you see those are the turnips that we popped in right there? But not all of the turnips have popped up. So I did succession sow some more turnips in some of the little areas. And same thing with the beets. I did put some more beets in. The carrots, let's see. We did have a bunch of carrots. There's some right there. Little carrots right there. I know we had more. They're so invisible right now. Yeah, there's one little popping up right there. All right, so we do have quite a bit of spinach popping up, but you know, I got a little late. It was a little late on my planting. So here's some more, not spinach, carrots. There's some more carrots. But the weeds, I hate the weeds, and I have to deal with the weeds, and I have to pull out the weeds because this is my passion. All right, so the puppies are in there. All right, let me show you. I don't know how my hair looks in this vlog, but hopefully it looks okay. So, all right, so over here it's hot. It's supposed to be cooler, but my goodness, I feel like I'm a hot mess right now. Okay, when I came back, Bella had a little scratch on her belly, so I've been putting this stuff on there called Blue Coat, and it makes your skin purple. So my hands have like a purple stain to it still. I've been scrubbing them, but it just doesn't come off that easy. All right, so here is the ranunculus. Look at that, you guys. The ranunculus are popping up. How cool is that? A whole bunch of them. Oh, it's Bella. They're barking at Bella because Bella is out of her element. Oopsie daisy. Bella is out of her element and is roaming around. You guys, stop it. So, and all she wants to do is get onto greener grass. That's it. As long as she's not eating any of my plants, and I'm cool with that. All right, so that is what's happening on the farm. Planting some more garlic, or just starting some garlic since I didn't start any. Planting some more seeds, some spinach seeds. I do want to amend some more garden beds so I could start planting some more carrots and, you know, just winter hardy things that are going to do good for the fall. And that is pretty much it. So hopefully everyone enjoys this video. I am glad to be home. I'm glad to be home with the animals. I know the puppies sure did miss us because I sure did miss them. And they couldn't stop jumping on us when we got back. Oh my goodness, especially Mira. Mira just knocks us over. Let's see. Oh, that's too far. Okay, there, that's too close. Come here, Val. Look how big Val is. She's so big now. Look, this is Captain. Come here, Captain. On this side. Oh, here's Jack. This one right here. Oh my goodness, he's so stinking cute. But Val is the jealous one. This one right here. She growls at all of them. Stop it. And then Captain and Jack and Val. So, and then Hank is in the back there, old man. Mira, I don't know where she's at. Mira! I don't know where she's at. All right, so that is what we have going today is, yeah, planting some stuff. So take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next video. Oh my goodness, look at her. Stop it. You stop it. Stop acting like that. No one likes that kind of face. All right, take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.